Easy work, box. I'm about to hit you everywhere but under your feet with this one. This is a video I just recently heard. Even though they say it's a rumor, I have to talk about. My boy Keith Thurman has vacated the WBC belt. I really don't know what's going on or why he would do that, but every man has their own reason for doing whatever it is that they do. And even though he let go of his belt, I really like the fact that now we can see what's going to go on between Danny Garcia and Shawn Porter. One of the things I haven't heard anybody mention is the fact that while Keith Thurman has vacated the title, you have to pay to hold those belts. And no one has said that could be a reason through the injury that he's let that belt go. It makes no sense in like holding the titles hostage. Like I said before, I wanted to see him stripped of the belts, all belts, if we didn't get any proof of what was going on with his injuries. And now that he's let go of the WBC belt, I guess the injury must be too bad for him to even come back fast enough to make a tune-up fight. So I have to respect that, and I hope everybody else can respect that. But before we go to talking crazy about Keith Thurman, let's just remember who Keith Thurman is, and that Keith Thurman is a dog in that ring. He gave us back-to-back top 10 fights, against guys who are not journeymen or cab drivers, and he defeated both of them. In fact, those two will be fighting for his belt. And not only that, Keith Thurman will be coming back, and when he does come back, he'll have a shot back at his belt. He will remain the WBA champion. He had 5 defenses with that belt, so it's only right that he should keep it. And with the WBA super belt, you have no mandatories, so he still will remain the champion. My boy ain't going nowhere for those doubters and naysayers out there. There's going to be some people out there, they're going to say that, Keith only did this to duck Errol Spence and this, that, and the other. And for those who going to say that, let me finish this. That Keith only did this to wait for Errol Spence to move up in weight because Errol Spence can't make 147 anymore. So therefore, if you say that, then you already know that Errol Spence is a weight bully because you just said it yourself. Now, if Errol can make 147 right now, it shouldn't be no problem with him ever making 147 again because he's beyond the 147 weight limit. That's why he's so cool with going and fighting Kell Brook. But to me, Keith Thurman made a smart decision. He respected us boxing fans by not holding that title hostage. He gave it up to let the welterweight division move on to hopefully finding the undisputed champion that's out there. Whether it be Errol Spence, Danny Garcia, Shawn Porter, it really doesn't matter to me, even though I'm a fan of Keith Thurman's. I like to see any one of these guys become undisputed because that's a title that I would love to see any boxer hold. I just did a video on Alexander Usyk and I think his name Murat Gassiev. I can't say his name pronounced. I love undisputed title fights. That's how boxing should be. But even though this may be a rumor or it's just a rumor, if it is, I think we should show Keith Thurman the utmost respect for giving the fans what we want, not holding up the fights, that we want to see. Now, hopefully, as this fight happens between Danny Garcia and Shawn Porter, which, in my opinion, no doubt Shawn Porter will win because Danny Garcia has never fought a fighter like Shawn Porter. And now we will see if Shawn Porter really wants smoke with Errol Spence. Now there's really no excuse. He got away a little bit, just a little, by saying that he don't want to fight Errol Spence because, he's been waiting on Keith Thurman, which I can agree with. The man fought 2 title eliminators just to fight Keith Thurman. So I could really agree with him, wanting to wait out for Keith Thurman. But I can't accept him saying that Errol Spence is not a way for him to go. Errol Spence has a belt at IBF belt. Why are you not trying to fight to become a champion? You could say that he's not in your sights, but this man has a belt. To me, that's a blatant duck. I think his confidence level is down when it comes to fighting Errol Spence. Why? I don't know, because I think that'll be an amazing fight between Errol Spence and Shawn Porter. That would be a great fight because both of them will come forward, body punches, and head to body non-stop. So we'll have to see who's going to give up in that fight. But this has really surprised me. I really don't know what to say other than I hope that Keith Thurman's injury doesn't hold him back from coming back to the fight game. A lot of people said that Keith Thurman said he's gonna quit boxing, that he doesn't have the fight or to fire him anymore to want to fight anymore. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's his wife is from overseas, different nationality. Maybe he's learning and going through different things with her, and she doesn't want him to fight anymore. If that's the case, Keith Thurman, I appreciate you for giving us the fight that you gave us. I'm still a fan. I have nothing bad to say about you because I respect what you've done about giving that belt up and you giving other people chances to move on in their career, move up to the next level. But I know if he does decide to come back, like I said, it's a rumor. They still in trouble. Nothing's changed. I'm sure he's going to come back full and healthy. I expect him to come back full and healthy from the time that he's off. So, and then we'll just have to see what things go from then. But right now, there can't be any more ducking in the 147 division. And since the top dog is gone to me, a lot of y'all don't agree that Keith is the top dog. But in my opinion, Keith is the top dog. Now the top dog is Terrence Crawford. And a lot of people are going to say that. How can you say that? Because when Terrence Crawford hasn't fought at 147. Terrence Crawford doesn't have to fight at 147 to prove that he's the best fighter at 147. His skill level, the people who he's fought and people who he's beaten, not to mention this man is the undisputed 140-pound champion. The undisputed 140-pound champion has now moved up to 147. So for right now, he is the top dog. I don't care what anybody has to say. Because as soon as he fights Jeff Horn, that belt will be taken. He will take Jeff Horn's belt. Easy. Easy work. A lot of people going to say that Jeff Horn is aggressive and this, that, and the other. And Terrence Crawford never fight that. You looking at the aggressiveness of another fighter. You're not looking at the skills of Terrence Crawford. Somebody running at you throwing punches that won't land don't mean he will win the fight. Terrence Crawford lands punches. Okay? But it don't matter about Terrence Crawford being a dog right now, because like I said, when the big dog comes back, hopefully from injuries, if the rumors are not true, if he doesn't give on boxing, I promise y'all, Terrence Crawford will have major problems with Keith Thurman. Major problems. With Errol Spence, I don't really see too much going on in that fight. Y'all can watch my other videos. I already explained that. But to Keith Thurman, shout out to you. We appreciate you. Whether you decide to come back or not, I just appreciate you getting in the ring and giving us your best and fighting the fighters that nobody else really wanted to fight at that time. And you fought them back to back with injuries, and I just appreciate you. I'm still a fan of yours, and you do your thing, and you take care of you, bro. But this is Easy Work Boxing. Thank you for your time. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm out.